I'd like to bring you for a moment to a text. And I found this text at this place, most unusual. It's a monument in the centre of Sydney, and it's a monument to Australia's Christian heritage. Very few people know about this monument. Walk past it every day. You can see it's in the middle of skyscrapers and everything, and they walk past it. And so, as we do, thanks Talia for the next one, I was interested to read, and I've taken some of you there to this place. In fact, I've got a photo of some of you there at this place as well. And on the 4 panels, it tells about some of the first things in Australia. The first church is built on the site of where the first church was built. And it was also the first school, by the way. The same building was used as the first school in Australia, the first church in Australia. And it tells us also that, as you see here, it says, "To the glory of God," and in commemoration of the first Christian service held in Australia, February 3, 1788. Hey, February 3, that's 8 days after the 26th of February 1788, January, sorry, 8 days after Australia Day. They arrived in Sydney on a Saturday. Too busy to do anything the first week, but next week, the preacher of the day, who was the chaplain of the colony, a Reverend Richard Johnson, he was the one who led out in this first worship service. And it's quite an incredible thing that he did. Next one. And on another panel, it tells you what his text was for the day. It says, "What shall I render unto the Lord for all his benefits to me?" Can you imagine just having arrived after 8 months at sea where a couple of hundred of the party lost their lives because of conditions? And they're able to come together and use that as the opening text, the first worship service by Christian denominations in Australia. And so I would like to read you, in fact, the text only has included part of what was his text for the day. The official records show it was 2 verses. It's verses 12 and 13, and I'm going to read them to you out of our Bible, which sits over here, because I don't think that Reverend Johnson's Bible would have been quite as big as this one, but it was a King James one and very similar to this. This is what it reads. "What shall I render unto the Lord for all his benefits towards me? I will take the cup of salvation and call upon the name of the Lord." Hey, how appropriate for us to take that text today. As we look into this new year that's ahead of us, that we have come to render to God thanks and appreciation for all the benefits that he shares with us, including the cup of salvation, the gospel. And then to conclude with, "And he will call upon the name of the Lord." That will be our focus for the year that is ahead for us too. So as we come to worship today, and as we come to listen to our sermon and to praise God, we're focusing on God has chosen us. And I trust that today, from that verse, you can see that those people felt chosen also in their setting. And may we feel chosen today as we worship. Thank you.